The Police with the Duke on radio, Nebenaj, not just a radio. I did promise you that tonight I am bringing ngifuna ukuthi nje iloya labantu. Yeah. Angisho sinozodwa wabantu. No.
Did you say zodwa wabantu loya wabantu?
Asenze njalo. Oh, asiyeke. Hey, ngoba kuningi eSouth Africa kulamalanga abanye baye kubungoma, you know.
Sebeshumayela next uzodwa sebefuna ukusithandazela uyazini. Asiyeke kanjalo.
From Baba Lokotana Incorporates attorneys, I've got to Baba Lokotana. Sawubona.
Sawubona, say, how are you?
Good and yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I want to know if one gives you a mic and say, please introduce yourself. What do you say?
I am Kotana Babalwa, a born-again child of God.
Oh, okay.
I am saved. I love the Lord. I love serving. I'm a mother to a 10-year-old boy child, very handsome young man.
Okay.
Dilindile ndizawukhupha inkomo, I don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I'll inkomo to a girl child. I am I'm an attorney.
Okay. Christian mothers.
I am an attorney at Kotana Babalwa Incorporated Attorneys based in Pretoria. I'm a sole director of the firm and we specialize in family law, Rotation Fund and labor. I am from the Eastern Cape, Emapondweni, Airport St. John's. I am born to Umfundisi Utatu Kotana and my mom, Mumfundisi, Mom Kotana, and I have 4 siblings. And and I sing part-time and do marketing part-time.
I think you're in the wrong show. We're supposed to be on the Sanctuary of Good News.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. That's very interesting. And for the fact that you are willing to pay the cows, it makes me think of customary marriage. Anyway, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet, but we're going there.
And today I called you for something like that. I was battling... And as I'm battling, I know many other people are too, with regards to the understanding of the types of marriage that we have in South Africa that are recognized legally so. And hence I called you and said, let's maybe table it down. And obviously we'll break this down into segments, you know, for the next coming months. However, tonight I just wanted us to start with the types of marriages. What do we have in South Africa?
All right. So greetings to the listeners at home, wherever you're listening from. We are glad to have you today. I was told ukuthi namhlanje sizawuthetha ngendlela where people can understand and andizuzamba technical and andizuzamba complicated about what I'm going to say. And ndinethemba lokuba wonke umuntu ekhaya uzawundiva uba ndizama ukuthini. In South Africa, we recognize imitshato emithathu.
Okay.
We recognize marriage under customary law.
Okay.
Right? Which is now split in 2.
Okay.
Because, like I said, we have 3 types of marriages. Marriage in communal property, which will have 1, marriage under customary law, and in communal property under civil law.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yes. Number 2, we have the type of marriage that is called marriage with the accrual system. So, siphinde sibe nomtshato kuthiwa ngumtshato that does not have le nto kuthiwa accrual system. So that one will be marriage out of communal property and out of the accrual system. Informally, we say it's marriage out and out. Right?
Okay.
So, ndizawucacisa ke briefly ukuba marriage in ne-customary law ithetha ukuthini, marriage out with the accrual system, no marriage out and out of the accrual system. Okay. Right? When someone goes, for example, ayobhatala ilobolo emakhaya, loo nto leyo ithetha into yobana that person according to i-Customary Marriages Act yalapha eSouth Africa ugqibelisile umtshato wakhe, right? Uyahamba ufike kulo mfana kuthiwe emaXhoseni especially mhlawumbi uzawubiza i-100,000 ndinika itip. Ufike kuthiwa 100,000 phayana ilobola, ufike wena ubhatala i-25,000 because you don't have the entire amount. Yes. Because vele emaXhoseni bayadura ngelobola yabo.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Zulus.
Hayi yabona emaXhoseni anikafiki.
Oh, okay. That's why singakafiki. Hey, man.
It's just that Zulus do the most. It's pity. Ininzi into enziwa phayana, which will end up costing a lot.
Okay.
EmaXhoseni is quite simple. It's just that the actual bridal price iye ibe very costly. Okay. Idingeke ngokumuntu ozivayo uba uyindoda yamadoda kwamekayi phayana. So ufika ubhatale lo 25,000 yakho nayo, ubeke phansi ubaxela into yobana ndizawubuya, uyaqonda. So ngalaa mini obvious ubhalile mos ileta, which is a tradition. Ubhalile ileta, wafika ngalaa mini kwathethwa, kwadiscusswa, kwabhala uba ngubani okhona for this negotiation. Bakhona mhlambi kwezinye indawo ke kubizwe no-chief, o-uncle nobanimani kumanyelwe. Ubhatale loo mali ishiyekayo onayo as wena ungutata.
Yes.
Emveni kokuthi ndizawubuya, andithi ukuthi ilobola igqitywa.
Yes.
Uthi ndizawubuya ndizayibhatala le lobola some other time later. Uhambe nomfazi, umnike umfazi ubuhambe uyohlala naye. Now awuyigqibanga ilobola.
Yes.
Awenza white wedding. Ubhatale nje womthatha womsa kowenu mhlawumbi wamtyisa utsiki, noba umtyisanga loo tsiki mhlawumbi umthathile nje mhlawumbi ucimba uzawumtyisa utsiki later.
Yes.
But now because uyibhalile laa leta, emva kokuba ubhale laa leta uyile kulaa mzi wayibeka la 25,000. Loo nto leyo ithetha into yobana wena utshatile in commercial property. Hayi njalo kaloku.
Oh my word. What's the point of me going back and paying the rest?
What do you mean? Bhatala loo mali.
What's the point? The cow is here. I'm milking.
Niyazimilka. No, but yukumamela kaloku. Yabona laa nto xa uyindoda funeka urespekthe i-tradition yomzi. So xa ugqibezela laa mali, you are becoming indoda ezawuthi xa ithetha kulaa mzi imanyelwe because wazishaya zonke zaphelela.
Okay. So
susifaka under i-situation ngokuthi hayi suka asizumamela ncam because angagqiba ubhatala lobola. You get what I'm saying?
I know of my relative that whenever they try to speak they would say that.
Yes. And singabantu abamnyama funeka si-understand la element ye-tradition yethu. Singabi ngabelungu too much because then we will lose that thing.
So if I've paid 25,000, however, what I've heard or read, obviously from the TikTok lawyers, you know me and my lawyers, who say that there must be a fulfillment of that ceremony. What is at play there? How much impact?
There are requirements. Yabona pha kula act ye-customary. Kune requirements phayana. Ifuna ke ngokulaa nto uba igqwetha maliyifunde laa nto the understanding right futhi liyi-interprete kakuhle. Because izawuthi one of the requirements must be fulfilled.
Okay.
One or more of these requirements must be fulfilled.
Okay.
Either of these requirements must be fulfilled. So ayithi uba all the 4 requirements must be fulfilled.
Hayi man babalwa.
That now has been quite a discussion in our legal field to say no, khangenze ukuthile, khangenze ukuthile. Also ke ngofuneka sijonge nalaa nto intention bethu uba xa ndisiya ndiyobhatala 25,000 phayana kowenu ndiyibeka phayana ndikuthatha ndikuhlalisa kwam, ndikufaka iringi ndikuhlalisa kwam, wenze all the duties of the wife. What is the intention behind? Awunokwazi into yobana xa ubhubhile ndixele into yobana I'm not the wife. Awunokwazi wena uvuke ngomso ufune uyotshata omnye umntu without my consent. Andizuyivuma loo nto leyo because ngokomthetho ndingumfazi wakho and i-customary marriage South Africa is recognized as umtshato osemthethweni in our constitution.
Hi man guys. Whoa. So if I were to want to take a second wife, I'd love that. By the way, if I were to take a second wife,
Umseleko guys uniphethe and umseleko uyagula ngoku, so I'm suggesting into yobana nizame ujonga enye role model. Yayiva
we are taking the baton.
jongani enye role model guys okanye nizaphatha si-stroke nonke.
No, you guys must choose for us. It's either Trump or Mseleko. Which one?
Seleko.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asivale. What was your question?
So I want to take a second wife, and then I need permission. I know I'm
Yes.
diverting, but when I
You
need
don't
permission,
need permission. Let's correct that. You need consent.
consent. Okay.
Yes.
How is the consent ought to be done? Is it through just verbal, or must be in writing?
Let's also clarify when I answer this. Let's also clarify something in case there's other men that are listening that would like to take his tembo. You cannot take his tembo when you already have a civil marriage without divorcing that wife that you are married to civil.
Okay.
Right? Now, if you want his tembo and you know that you are a man, yes, tembo, it means you need to take all the pile of your wives customarily.
Called the
Right.
pile, yeah.
Once you have taken and you have packed up the pile of the wives that you want, and you have decided that now it's time for me to close this door, then you marry the last wife with civil marriage.
Oh.
Now, if you do it the other way, it means your other marriages that are customary, that came after the civil marriage, are null and void. It is as if they did not happen. So those wives are just wives by your liking and your heart and your mind, but not in law.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So you spoke about 4 requirements. Are you in a position to share those 4 requirements?
No, but let me. There is a requirement for you to obviously negotiate, to celebrate, to pay the bride price. They are not in the order of the requirements.
Okay.
And the last one, I'm trying to think of the last one. I can't remember the last one right now, but there are those 4 requirements that you need to fulfill. But the most important thing, after you have done all of those things, Bafethu Emakhaya, you need to go to Home Affairs and you need to register.
If it's recognized, why must I register it?
It makes it easy for you if you want to divorce or if you pass away and your wife needs to produce a document that shows that she was married to you, or you were married to her if she passes on before you, so that we call it distribution of the estate. It makes it easy for you to go and report to the master the death of your spouse. So if you have not registered the marriage, it will require you to now get all of those documents first before you go and make an application for all of those things, which delays the process. It just makes it more unnecessary. It becomes quite tedious.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is better that you do the customary marriage and then you go and register so that you can get your customary marriage certificate from Home Affairs. It really doesn't take long for your certificate to come out.
So
yeah,
you
as long
don't
as
need to wait to finish up the bride price before you can go and register it.
You don't have to. So you can show that you have fulfilled one of the requirements in terms of the Customary Marriage Act, and then you can go and print out that. Because even if you pass on, and now the estate has to be distributed, the wife can go with the list of the people that were there during the negotiation, their affidavits, the bride price that was agreed on, and go and ask and make an application to the court to now validate that marriage without utsiki, without whether the celebration was done or not, without the registration. They can take whatever they have, one of the requirements, and go and apply for the court to make their marriage valid, and they will get that order and they will be able to now become the executors of your estate.
Okay. You spoke about...
Yeah.
You can
There's
continue?
a question that you asked, which we strayed away from. And I explained something else, which was not what you were asking. I explained something about marrying customarily before you do civil marriage. There's a question that you asked before I went
I
into that.
forgot
Do you
it.
remember?
Okay.
Okay,
But
fine. Let's move forward.
yes, let's move. But you
Yeah.
mentioned something about of the pile that one would marry, and then the last one, then you would have to go and do it as a civil marriage. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
with that being said, nyalobola, and
Mhm.
and I leave that without going to court and all that, and then
Mhm.
my ex-wife goes and gets married. Is that marriage recognized?
You marry someone, a customary marriage,
Yes. So I didn't
and then
finish the bride price. We
yes,
split, and
and then
then
your
she went
and
on,
then you go.
yes, and got
No.
married.
So it applies same to so the same law applies to both men and women. Yes, so you can't just now decide as a woman because lobola, somebody else is proposing and maybe this person wants to finish the lobola. It doesn't matter. You are married. You as a woman that knows that there's a man that paid a bride price for you, you need to go to court and talk to that man and say, listen, we're not together anymore. Can we get a divorce? You divorce that person so that you can marry in peace.
And when you
You don't.
divorce, the
Mhm.
what do you call it? The in community of property law will kick in, where you'd have to share half and half and all that. Or are you able to
That's
make
it.
an arrangement to say we
No,
don't want anything from each other, and we are just getting paperwork done?
that arrangement can be made obviously through your lawyers or through your agreements through the assistance of the registrar or the clerk of the court to say that in an instance where we are now divorcing, can we please have an arrangement where we agree that okay, we are sharing this, we are sharing that, or we are deciding we are only just divorcing, nobody's getting anything from anyone. That is possible. It is
Oh.
better when you get attorneys, of course, to assist you with a settlement agreement when you are getting a divorce so that you decide how the assets of the marriage are going to be shared.
Oh, interesting. Then what else do we have?
And then we have the marriage out of communal property
Mhm.
with the accrual system,
I want
right?
to understand that accrual. What is that?
So when we say that we are in a marriage with the accrual system,
Mm.
we mean we are married to each other. We have had assets. We've had assets, and these assets that we get into this marriage with. Obviously, I bought my house. You bought your car. You bought your house. You bought your whatever. And now we see Atibana and we decide to get married. It means all these assets that we came into the marriage with, they belong to each person. So
Mm.
my assets belong to me, your assets belong to you.
Mhm.
The only thing now that is going to happen is from the date of marriage, anything that we accrue
Mm.
as spouses belongs to both of us.
Oh, it becomes in community.
Yes, in a way,
Oh
it
no.
becomes in
Okay.
community.
All right. All right.
That's the tricky part about that one. But also that one means when you guys now separate, you have to now do calculations of
Uthi
who came
ngafika
in with
nani
what
Nkosi yami. Yo.
and how much what is now the value of the assets that has accrued.
Oh my word.
And now you must calculate all of that so that each person can walk away with their fair share.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is
Which,
pretty straightforward.
yeah.
And the next one.
The next one is out and out of the community and the accrual system. So when you are married out and out, it means that it's just like you are, in a way, not entirely because it can be very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, it's almost like you are just married, by name
Hmm.
and love and heart and all. But when it comes to assets of the marriage, you don't share.
Hmm.
Now, when you are married in communal property, you need the other person's signature to sign, maybe for purchase of immovable properties and stuff like that,
Mm.
right? You can't have wills without the other party. There's a lot of certain things that you can't do, especially if they involve the monies of the matrimonial. you'll find that even paying lobola, your wife in communal property can go and ask to be reimbursed for the lobola you paid for somebody else without her knowing, because you use the money.
Only if that they are closer, they do that. Oh my word! I can't believe this.
Because usebenzise imali yomtshato wam, so uzomtshela njani umuntu ngemali yam
Yo,
ndingakhange uphume. So you can actually win in a claim where you do those things if you are married in communal property. But the thing about out of communal property, there's a little bit of liberty in the things that you do. You can have your own will where you decide if you want to leave a car to your mom or the homestead in the village of Nushiak Mama, and you leave the house and the townhouse to your wife and your kids, a certain car to your uncle or to your dad, or certain shares to your friend and stuff like that, because they've maybe played such a huge role in the development of your business and stuff like that. There is that liberty. And for me personally, I always say out of communal property is the way to go, because I feel like it has so much assurance in why people are married. And I know people do this thing differently, and I accept that we're not all gonna have the same view of marriage. But I think if people get married out of communal property and still are able to live in their marriage in communal property, it just makes such a huge difference for me. I feel like people know for sure that they are in marriage for the right reasons than to be in marriage for security, because people get into relationships just to be secured. And I feel like if people that are bold enough to say, I can be married to somebody, I can devote myself to this person, I can submit myself to this person for the rest of my life without a document that secures me financially and stuff like that, it just speaks volumes to me. Aside from the fact that it's a very safe decision to make, especially for people that are in business and all this type of things, it just makes more sense as far as commitment is concerned.
esontweni ecaweni ngeke bazwane nawe ke ngaleyo ize nosathane leyo.
I know.
Ize nosathane ke leyo ke. So
I know. And you know what? I was saying this past Sunday at my church that, I was just saying to myself that, what? Maybe I really need to sit down with somebody that will convince me that this makes sense. Because and another thing is I'm a divorce attorney. So I have had so many conversations with people, both Christians, pastors, people that are just regular Christians, people that are not Christians, same-sex marriages. And although I've sat down with different people and I have not heard a story that is different. Everyone comes into the marriage thinking it's forever, and it's not forever.
You don't get married to divorce.
Nobody gets married to divorce.
Okay.
And we can't be oblivious to the reality of life.
Now I understand why Malema said I get married having prepared my day for divorce. He goes with an end in mind, with what if it happens. So he's already ready in his mind, he said. So also what I'm interested to know is you speak about out and out, which is the best. However, if let's say njengam nglobolile, however, I've not signed, obviously customarily it's recognized and all that. Am I still able to go and say I want out and out?
Oh, that's another thing. So we get a lot of clients that go, which is why I would advise everybody at home yours is very difficult, and I'm going to be very honest with you.
I've heard you talk about it. That's why I'm asking.
We get a lot of people that say after they paid the Lobola and they're like, can I please come and do an ANC? I'm like, how are you getting an abstinential contract after you are married in communal property? You also have a grace period of like 3 months, to and where now you've been.
I've been in this thing. Oh, Thixo seJoshko ngicela uqalela phansi.
Fresh bunch. No, You know, people that are already married for such a long time in commercial property, are married in commercial property. What they can do, obviously, they can get into other marriages of income mutual property via customary marriage. And maybe when they want to close off everything, they can then now get married out of commercial property with their last wives, if that's what they want to do. And now, for you to be married out of commercial property, you would have to now divorce or go and change the status of your marriage in the High Court.
Malini.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but we don't mind that money as a team. We don't mind. We don't. Guys, we don't mind the money. You guys must just, you know, the more people continue not to listen to attorneys and do these things, we don't mind the money. You come to us, we go and change the marriage regime in the High Court, and obviously it's very costly because it's in the High Court. And unfortunately, the only place where we can change the status of a marriage is in the High Court. So we don't mind. We can go there and do that for you. And if it happens that maybe you get divorced and maybe you reconcile later, then you can do that. But the principle, the only way to do that is to go and change the status of your marriage regime in the High Court.
Okay, this is to my wife. Baby, let us divorce. Sizoshada futhi next month.
Ngokushaya. Ungavumi isithando sami ungifonele. Emanamba wami nje bawashila ungifonele. Ungavumi in and in.
Oh wow.
Isithando sami for you in and in.
Miss Kotana, obviously I guess it's zonke namhlanje, but I think we've grasped a little bit of what you have shared with us. And just to not make the listeners panic, you'll be here every month with us.
Yes, definitely every month.
Thank you so much for availing yourself. And how do Labantu Abangalaleli get in touch with you?
All right, so you can email us at admin. Best way to get in touch with my office, admin at kbiattennis.co.za. Attennis has an S at the end, admin at kbiattennis.co.za.
Thank you so much. And you're available on Facebook, right?
I'm available on Facebook, Babalo Kotana, or Babalo Kotana Incorporated Attorneys on Facebook as well.
Thank you so much. We come back next month with another topic. Hey, yeah, Ziakala, I'm thinking of extending this segment to 1 hour. We need an hour.
See you again next month.
Thank you so much, Baba Lokotana. Yes, folks, that was Baba Lokotana from Baba Lokotana Incorporate Attorneys, giving you advice on the 3 types of the recognized marriages in South Africa. Yay. Interesting. Go wow. I need to go sort out my paperwork myself. The police with the Duke on Eben Edge, not just radio.